Chapter 12. A Family Visit. Going to see the school counselor didn't seem to make things better for Sammy. At times, whenever he got a call from a friend or was invited to a fun activity, he didn't answer the phone. Whenever a friend came over to visit, Sammy would end up just either hiding in his bedroom or in the bathroom. It had been going on for a couple more weeks until it was a few days before Valentine's Day. His mother told him about an invitation to a Valentine's party at school, and that his friends had invited him to come, but Sammy just went to his bedroom and shut the door. On Saturday, Sammy was sitting on the couch in the living room, hugging a cushion. "Oh, Dad," thought Sammy sadly, "if only you were here. We could do a lot of fun things now and then. If only there was someone like you who would do them with me." His thoughts were interrupted when he heard the doorbell ring. "Sammy," called Senny, "will you go get the door, please?" Sammy slowly walked to the living room window and peeked out to see who was standing on the porch. There was a nice-looking lady with smooth wrinkles, straight white hair, and she was wearing magenta polyester pants and a bright pink t-shirt. Right next to her was a man who also had smooth wrinkles. He had straight golden hair and was wearing a light blue shirt with very dark blue pants. It looked kind of like they were wearing clothes to guess a gender name for a baby shower. Sammy went to the front door and opened it. "Hello, Sammy," said the lady with a smile. "Hi, Grandma and Grandpa Kind," said Sammy with a small sigh. "Hi, Sammy," said the man. Senny came toward the door behind Sammy. "Hi, Astrid. Hi, Willis," said Senny with a smile. "We haven't seen you since the funeral. So glad you could come." Grandpa nodded sadly. "I still miss Jimmy so much," said Grandma. "It must be so hard for you and the kids." "It is," said Senny. "Why don't you come in?" Grandma and Grandpa Kind followed Sammy into the living room. Senny closed the door behind her. "I'm so glad that you could come for a family visit," said Senny, as soon as they sat down on the couch facing each other. Sammy just sat there on the couch holding the cushion. "We really need it. Thank you." "It's the least we can do," said Grandma. "Are you doing anything fun for Valentine's Day?" asked Grandpa. "No," muttered Sammy. Grandma, Grandpa, and Sammy looked at him with surprised expressions on their faces. "Why not?" asked Grandma curiously. "Who cares about Valentine's Day?" muttered Sammy. "Does it have to do with your dad, Sammy?" asked Grandpa. "Please don't say that," said Sammy, almost loudly. "I don't want anything to do with him." "Oh, I see," said Grandma, with a more surprised look. "Sorry, Astrid," said Senny. "Sammy hasn't been so happy and kind lately." "Didn't we all feel that way at first?" said Grandpa. "We sure did," said Grandma. "I have friends who are always making me feel bad about losing Dad," said Sammy, feeling agitated. "And another thing—" Senny had covered Sammy's mouth with her hand just to keep him from saying a bit more. "What Sammy meant to say was," said Senny, with an awkward smile, "he has supportive friends. It's just one of them was having a hard time feeling sorry for him. Then at school, they got into a fight about it, and Sammy hasn't been talking to his friends for a month." She turned to Sammy. "Grandma and Grandpa have come here for a nice family visit," she whispered firmly. "You just calm down and pull yourself together." Then she took her hand off from his mouth. "It must have been a really hard time for Sammy," said Grandpa. "It was a hard time for me too, Willis," said Senny. Not only losing Jimmy, but having to go to work full time, taking Lucy to daycare, and coming and going to drop off and pick up Sammy from school. Now with Jimmy gone, I have to do all these things by myself, and having Sammy being out of sorts just makes it harder. Oh, Senny, said Grandma. You poor dear. She stepped forward and wrapped her arms around Senny in a large hug. That sure sounds stressful, said Grandpa. Astra and I want to help you. How would you feel if we had Sammy come over to spend President's Day weekend with us? That would be wonderful, said Senny, after she stepped back from the hug. I really need to work things out here, and I think Sammy spending the weekend with you guys could give us both a break. Then that's settled, said Grandpa. Can Lucy come over too? Maybe on another weekend, Senny suggested. I can still take care of her. Sammy probably wants a break from that as well. Okay, said Grandpa. Sammy was not sure if spending time with his grandparents could make him happy again, but after thinking about it, he decided maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea. After all, he hadn't seen them for a while. They probably missed him.